Hey all, so this is going to be just sort of a short video. Don't really count it as a real one. I'm just going to say that there was a topic that came up a while back that I haven't addressed, and I've looked, and either I just don't have the right searching skills, the information isn't out there, or other reason, but I just don't have an answer. I was asked a long time ago via Jacob Lindley, a watcher. So Jacob, hi. About Aspies and homosexuality. Well, I went and talked to Aspies. I went and talked to psychiatrists. I did internet research. I talked to homosexuals. I'm kind of tied into the LGBT community here a little tiny bit. So I put the word out there to my friends. And I go, hey, is anybody you know an Aspie and a homosexual and stuff? And what I found out was that being an Aspie is hard. Being a homosexual can be hard. Can be. Most often is, but not always. Same thing with Asperger. That can be very hard. Most often is, not always. And that having the both of them together makes life rough. And that, in the opinion of many homosexuals I ran into, being an Aspie would be harder in some ways and easier in others. For example, if you're a flamingly gay guy, excuse my impression, if you're a flamingly gay guy and you walk around like this and you just say, oh my god, like, that's fantastic, let's get some fuchsia. Okay, if you're walking around like that, you're going to have a harder time than if you're an Aspie. But if you're an Aspie and you're just so strange that everyone picks up on it, you're not ninja like the rest of us, nobody sees you, nobody knows. Everyone knows something's up, nobody knows what it is. Then, yeah, if you're a ninja Aspie, then you're going to be fine. If you're gay, like a lot of guys I know, I'm gay. Oh, okay, nice. Then you're going to be fine. It's when you're found out where the issues come in. So, yeah, generally I've found that comparison-wise, being an Aspie is generally harder than being a homosexual because although you're homosexual, you want to sleep with the same sex, you are not inherently different from other human beings in your brain wiring. And plus, if you just look at the numbers, if say 1 in 120 people has Asperger syndrome, say roughly 1 in 10 people is probably gay or very bisexual. So the numbers are higher. The community is higher. It's just different. From what I've seen, the gays that I know, the gay men, the lesbians, the bisexuals I know, seem to have an easier time of it. A friend of mine, she's very bi, and she says that she would much rather be very bi and live in the South and be known for it than be an Aspie. So that gives perspective. So this question was asked because the guy was curious. I did talk to a few Aspies who were also gay, and yeah, they talked about their lives were doubly hard. There wasn't a special interaction between homosexuality and autism, or not autism, Asperger syndrome, but I did get some very weird responses. Some Aspies believed that everyone was bisexual because they were bisexual. Some Aspies believed that they were homosexual, and they could see that while not everyone was homosexual, obviously everyone probably had attraction to the other sex because they had the same sex because they did. Honestly, none of them believed me when I said that I'm incredibly straight and that while I can look at, say, Jason Momoa or Liam Neeson or Dwayne Johnson and be like, wow, that guy's got a build and I'd love to have that build. Man, that guy's athletic. I'd love to be like that. Or, well, I can see how women would be attracted to that guy. I don't quite get it, but they fit into a category of men that I've noticed that women are attracted to. I'm so straight that I have to quantify how men are attracted by how women react, and gay men react to them. So, okay, so you guys like this, and this guy has the features that are in that, so therefore he's attractive. Not, he's attractive because I find him attractive. So, go figure. I'm very, very straight. There was once a scale that said, like, say, 1 to 5. 5 is gay, 1 is straight, or 1 is... or 5 is straight and 1 is gay, it doesn't matter. But 1 in a spectrum to the other with 5 deviations, and that everyone sort of fell along that spectrum. 3 being very bisexual, and then either end you have gay and straight. and most people end up either very straight or within that margin, or very gay or within that margin. Very few end up anywhere else. I heard that as an interesting theory. I don't know if it's true. If it's true, I'm in the pegged straight section. My fiance has, shall we say, she's much more more towards the bi than I am. So as everyone I've ever dated, and she says I'm very straight, and all the gay men I've ever met say I'm incredibly straight. That I am the most straight man they've ever met. So I don't know. I can only be glad that I'm not homosexual and gay. Because I mean, the homosexual and an Aspie, because I could just, it's hard enough being an Aspie and then throwing that, like, maybe okay, be gay but be NT, or be an Aspie but be straight. I could see just have the one, just the one, not have to do both. I cannot imagine how tough that would be. Yeah, and I could see how the prejudice would just be really, 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 really rough. So, I'm not going to get into the societal things, marriage, just Asperger's and homosexuality. I don't find it cholera. I think that Asperger's, autism, all of that, the whole ASD, spectrum, pervasive developmental disorders, period, do not cross with homosexuality. I think that sexuality and pervasive developmental disorders are separate, and that maybe they interact, they have synergetic or non-synergetic effects, but that it's I hate to say this, Jacob Lindley is a non-issue. Okay, it's non-issue. It's Asperger's is an issue, being gay is an issue. These are issues. If you have them, you have 2 issues. You don't have 3. You do. You have the having to do both at the same time. That's those 2 occurring in the same space, not them overlapping and interacting. That's what I see. And I could be completely wrong. I am perfectly willing to be wrong. I'm not an expert. Like I said, the information I felt was incredibly lacking. That's why it's taken me a really long time to come to this video. So you all have a good week. I have had an incredibly shitty weekend. I am completely out of spoons. This is the first time I've been able to get a bed in 2 days. Life has gone to hell. So I will talk to you later. Bye.